Hello, good morning everyone. So, welcome for today's PV conference for Civil Works. Today, March 21, 2024. So, today's project for for pre-bid conference 24 GA 0098, 24 GA 0151, 24 GA 0171, 24 GA 0178, 24 GA 0212, 24 GA 0215, 24 GA 0216, 24 GA 0218, 24 GA 0220. Also, please be informed that we are being live streamed via YouTube channel DPWH Aklan DEO Procurement. In addition, the funding source is under, okay, so this is for the GA. So, before we start, let us have an opening prayer to be led by Ma'am Marna.
Let us pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, thank you for this wonderful time as we gathered in your name. As we conduct our pre-bid conference, guide us, Lord, and help us to be able to understand and follow the government procurement reform act to achieve the objectives of this undertaking. Create in us, O Lord, the desire to be more dedicated and committed to our duties and responsibilities. Teach us to be more responsive in the demands of integrity in public office. This bless our Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Ma'am. For the determination of quorum, may I call Mr. Revetment.
Thank you, Sir Renan. Once again, good morning. Before we proceed to our pre-week conference, let's have the roll call of our back members or our president. Today, let's start from our back chairperson, Ernan Manis.
Present.
With us also our two regular members, starting Mamala represents and Sir Joey Oreta. With us also is our provisional member, si Jan Luca Alcino. Out of 6 former present, but still we have the quorum and the pre-bid conference can now proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bernie. So, let me call on the technical personnel from Planning Design Section for the detailed description of the project.
Again, good morning everyone. For the project, contract ID of 24GA 0098, construction completion of multipurpose building, Yapak, Malay, Aklan, with an ABC amount of 4,950,000, with a project duration of 150 calendar days. Scope of works: construction of 2-story building, ground floor only. 0.50 meter thick embankment works, concreting works of 11 units of column and footing, 34 units of beams, 212.2 square meter per slab, 206.49 square meter masonry works, finishing works for floors, walls and ceiling, 8 sets of door and 6 sets of window, tubular steel railing for stairs with partial plumbing and electrical works. No. Provide dowels, bars on column, beams, and slabs for future concrete structure. Constructions / expansion indicated on the approved plans. Showing the perspective, the location map, the site development plan, the second floor plan, the ground floor, rear and the front elevation, the sections and the scheduled doors and windows, the ceiling detail. Next. For the contract ID of 24GA0151, construction completion of multipurpose building, Poblacion, Tangalan, Aklan, with the ABC amount of 4,950,000, with a project duration of 150 calendar days. Scope of works: completion of multipurpose building, construction of right and rear concrete slabs for the 12 stall of the sides, 6 inches CHB wall partition with a total area of 46 square meters with a cement plaster and painting finish. Also for the stalls, installation of unglazed tiles with a total area of 350.61 square meters and painting works for the remaining stall walls. Painting works for the entire multipurpose building and spandrel roof soffit in the rear portion of the roofing with an area of 35 square meters. Provision of 9 sets of custom-built roll-up doors for the stall openings. Stainless steel railing for advertisement purposes on the side of the court with a total of 12 sets. Window screens for the window openings located at the rear part of the building. Provision of 3 sets of industrial ceiling fans with complete accessories and electrical works. Stainless steel logo and lettering located at the front facade of the building. Facade of the building. This is the perspective, the location map, the floor plan, the front and the spot detail of the truss. The contract ID of 24GA0171. Construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Libertad, Nabas, Aklan, with an ABC amount of 1,980,000, with a project duration of 90 calendar days. Scope of works: completion of multipurpose building, construction of 6 units of column, 6 units of roof beam, and roof slab equivalent to the total area of 50.05 square meter. Complete with plastering, paintings, installation of ceilings and tiles, plumbing and electrical works. Also includes the doors and windows, liquid waterproofing, railing, and 2 sets of fire extinguisher. This is the location map and the perspective, the ground and second floor plan, the front and the right side, left side, and the rear elevation. For the contract ID of 24GA0178, construction of multipurpose building, Ibajay, Aklan, with the ABC amount of 7,425,000, with a project duration of 200 calendar days. Scope of works: construction of multipurpose building, construction of 20 units of column and footing, 20 units of roof beam, 18 units of intermediate beam, 6 spans of roofing equivalent to 670 square meter of pre-painted metal sheets, with 7 units of full truss, 6 units of central strut beam, 12 units of middle strut beam, and 12 units of side strut beam, gutter, flashing, plastering, and painting works, and line canal equivalent to 107.36 meter. This is perspective, the location, the floor plan, the left and the right, and the section through AA. The front and the section through BB, the gutter spot detail. Next, for the contract ID of 24GA0212, construction of 1-story, 2 classroom school building, Habana Elementary School, Habana, Nabas, Aklan, with an ABC amount of 4,975,000. Project duration, 100 calendar days. Scope of works: complete construction of 1-story, 2 classroom school building with 2 units of comfort rooms and snow protection. Showing the perspective, and the table of contents, the front and the ground floor elevation, also the longitudinal section and the rear elevation. The reflected ceiling plan, the cross section, the doors and windows, the typical side elevation, and the roof plan. Next, with the contract ID of 24GA0215, repair, maintenance of DPWH Building Aklan, District Engineering Office, Maintenance Section Building, Toting, Reyes Street, Kalibo, Aklan, with the ABC amount of 1,500,000, with a project duration of 60 calendar days. Scope of works, improvement of maintenance building, with this is the ground floor and the second floor, the front and the rear elevation. The summary of quantities, the left side and the right side elevation, also the doors and the windows. With the contract ID of 24GA0216, repair of prime laboratory building, replacement of doors, windows, floor tiles and roofing sheets, additional comfort room and expansion of building, with the ABC amount of 1,600,000, with a project duration of 60 calendar days. Scope of works, repair of prime laboratory building, replacement of doors, windows, floor tiles, and roofing sheet, additional comfort room and expansion of building. This is the index of the sheet, the location map, the summary quantities, the front elevation, rear elevation left and right, the ground floor ceiling, and the future expansion. The foundation plan, the roof beam, the tie beam details, and the roof beam details. On the contract ID of 24GA0218, repair, maintenance of Aklan River, Revetment 52, Sigcay, Banga, Aklan, with the ABC amount of 4,084,000, with a project duration of 66 calendar days. Flood control with a linear meter of 24. This is the location map and the map of the Malay Island, the location map. The straight line diagram in the profile. The typical cross-section. On the contract ID of 24GA0220, construction of two-story for 4-classroom school building in Ibajay National Forestry Vocational High School, Barangay Poblacion, Libacao, Aklan, with the ABC amount of 15,671,250, with a project duration of 170 calendar days. Scope of works, construction of two-story 4-classroom school building with stair wall 5 meter width, steel casement window at rear portion of the security grills for the front jealousy windows, fire protection system, overhead tank and cistern, 0.30 additional embankment works with 5 meter by 15 meter water bodies wall protection along left side. Note, reduce the quantity for painting works wood and excluding the item for painting works, the masonry and the concrete. This is perspective. The ground floor and the second floor plan. Next. The ground floor also. Floor plan. The front and the rear elevation. Thank you. My question.
So, is there any question? So, if none, it is proceed. Thank you, plan design section. As stated in our invitation to be possibly bidders will be number one, registered, billed, and classified by the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or pickup with pickup license category for the various project. The description of the eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Annex 2-1.1B, Section 2 and 3 of the bidding documents. Contractors, applicants who wish to participate in the bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH civil works application or the CWA of the DPWH Procurement Service. 5th floor, DPWH Building, Poblacion Drive, Portmaya, Manila. While those already enrolled shall keep the records current and updated. The contractor's eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH Contractor Profile Eligibility Process or the CPEP and subject to further post-qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from the PRS during working weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or at the DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph. Per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, prospective bidders are required to upload and maintain current of the following eligibility documents in the field trips. Letter A, registration or certification from SEC, DTI, or DTI registration. Mayor's business permit or its equivalent documents, tax clearance, pickup license and registration, and audited financial statement. Any expired documents about the aforementioned eligibility documents shall render the pilgrim's platinum registration certificate as automatically suspended, and its validity shall issue only once the said expired documents is already updated with the pilgrims. So for the recently mayor's permit, the recently expired mayor's permit together with the official receipt as proof that the prospective bidders has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the LGU shall be accepted by the pilgrims for the purpose of updating the pilgrim's certificate of platinum registration and membership. Consequently, the prospective bidders shall maintain an updated and current pilgrim platinum registration and membership in the civil works application. Prospective bidders with expired eligibility documents and have not yet updated the records in the CWA are advised to attach their newly updated platinum registration and membership certificate in the technical bid documents and not updated, particularly eligibility class A documents to be considered eligible by the bids in our committee. Only the following are required from the prospective bidders prior the sale of the bidding documents to any company ID or any government issued ID, registration letter, or letter of intent for foreign funded project. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using discretionary pass or fail criteria as specified in the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation of Republic Act 9184 or the RA 9184, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder or LCRB who was determined as such during post-qualification. Interested bidder may obtain further information from the DPWH Aklan Engineering Office, Kalibo, Aklan, and inspect the bidding documents or back conference, DPWH Aklan Engineering Office, Kalibo, Aklan, during weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by the interested bidders on March 14, 2024 to April 3, 2024 from the address below and upon the payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount for the various projects. It also may be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System of the PGIPS. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders shall only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Bids must be duly received by the Bidding Award Committee Secretariat at the address below for manual submission or at electronic bids underscore Aklan at DPWH.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before April 3, 2024 at 10 a.m. All bids must be accompanied by bid security and any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in the ITB Clause 18. Bid opening shall be on April 3, 2024, immediately after the deadline of the submission of the bids at Bidding Award Committee Conference Room, DPWH Second District Engineering Office, Kalibo. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidders, representative who choose to attend at the address below. Late bids shall not be accepted. The DPWH Second District Engineering Office, Kalibo, reserve the rights to reject any and all bids declared a failure of bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with the Section 41 of the Republic Act 9184 in its IRR, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. So, any clarification or question? Since there is none, the pre-bid conference for today's civil works is hereby adjourned. Thank you.
Mag-proceed lang kita sa opening. Mag-proceed lang kita sa opening.
Hello. All right. Good morning once again. So, today we have a schedule for the opening of bids for civil works, March 21, 2024, with the following project. 24JA0012, 24JA0052, 24JA0087, 24J0128, 24J0135.
Okay. To continue, we're waiting for the contract profile eligibility result. Here are the list of projects for today's bidding. We have 5 scheduled, but 1 project declared failure of bidding, which is 24GE0052, construction of multi-purpose building in municipality of Libertad, Aklan, under 24GE0052. Now here are the projects scheduled for our opening bids. A construction of flood mitigation structure along Aklan River, Barangay Poblacion, Aklan, under contract 24GE0012. Construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Libakaw, Aklan, under contract 24GE0087. Installation, application of signage and paving markings along Aklan West Road, Kalibo, Nabas, kilometer 271 plus 095 to kilometer 272 plus 127. Numancia Aklan under contract ID 24GE 0128 and last 24GE 0135. Rehabilitation of Seawall Barangay Tambak, New Washington, Aklan. That's all. Thank you.
Physical.
So, to continue, so it has opened the box for the technical technical specification.
Yung tanong.
Ano yung kamukha?
Checklist niya. Sa bilaw pero na online.
Ano, 1,000?
Sa 12.
Ano, online?
Indon. Para ang harap ako yung extra.
128.
Ginugan ko na sa tatlo eh.
Para ang
Pero 128 wala.
7 ako.
Ano ba yan?
Yan ang control.
128 na. Ilan bilang ba yan?
installation sa bilaw. Doon dito.
Makuha nyo dito. Ano nyo na?
87.
Biling actes.
Ibabaw.
Ibabaw.
May 87 mo.
87.
Pag-iwan din natin bicara. Ngayon ako natapos din ay pasikron ko din sakto. Tapos ako lang yung
Kayo, diyan ito mo.
Dulu ba? Mali ba? Ha? Dia ada rono
Okay, once again, good morning. Here are the result of the profile eligibility processing result. All bidders who dropped their bids were found to be eligible. Okay, taking note, all information has to be validated during post-qualification by the Bids and Award Committee. Lastly, we have one bidder who opted to drop their bids through electronic under contract ID 0012 construction of flood mitigation structure along Aklan River, Barangay Poblacion, Matanak, Aklan. Thank you. Online.
Bibiling. Ito na galing.
Sunod.
Ikaw nga na kayo ka, kung dahil ba ka, sa 9 years ninyo, 10 years, makatipod sa mga milyon, ako na si Christine ko, makapot pa kayo pagawa, focus mo kayo batan. Kung hindi ka mag-more ko, Jollibee mo, tapos ito na ako gapa niya. Sa pagod. Tapos ako na sa ako kapag Shopee.
Right.
Meron si King.
Good morning, everyone. Here are the results of today's meeting. For contract ID number 24GA0087, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Libakaw, Aklan. ABC is 9,900,000. First bidder, Nagamos Builders. Total amount of bid, 9,882,970 pesos and 47 centavos. Next bidder, Arya Merchandising and Construction Services Incorporated. Total amount of bid, 9,878,128 pesos and 42 centavos. Next bidder, MJ Barcelona Construction and Supply. Total amount of bid, 9,881,888 pesos and 98 centavos.
Next project. Contract ID number 24GA0012. Construction of flood mitigation structure along Aklan River, Barangay Poblacion, Aklan. The ABC is 98,010,000. For the first bidder, Road Edge Trading and Development Services, with a total amount of bid of 97,939,650 pesos and 43 centavos. The next bidder is Alpha and Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation. The total amount of bid is 97,960,738 pesos and 59 centavos. The next bidder is F&J General Construction and Supply Corporation. The total amount of bid, 97,927,922 pesos and 61 centavos. Wait.
This bidder is AD Vendor Construction and Supply Incorporation. The amount of bid is 97,999,556 pesos and 26 centavos. The fifth bidder is F. Goria Construction Incorporation. The amount of bid as read is 7,984,567 pesos and 59 centavos. No, let's cut open. Next and the last bidder is International Builders Corporation, IBC. The amount of bid is million only. Pesos. 98 million po.
Good morning. For the next project, 24J0128, installation application of signage and pavement markings along Aklan West Road, Kalibo, Nabas section. K0271 plus 0952 K kilometer 0272 plus 127 Naman Aklan. So, we have loan bidder, F&J Construction and Supply Corporation. The total amount of bid of 1,018,684 pesos and 9 centavos. So, this for the Libertad 0128. For the next project, for the another project, 24J0135, rehabilitation of civil Barangay Tambak, Washington, Aklan. With the ABC of 29,400,000, the first bidder, Grand Land Builders, with the total amount of bid 29,104,026 pesos and 49 centavos. And for the second bidder, MC Builders and Construction Supply. With a total amount of bid 29,130,454 pesos and 93 centavos. So this is the project for today's opening of bid. So please be informed that all the bids are subject with detailed evaluation and post qualification. So if there's any question or concern regarding this opening of bids for today, so if none, our bidding for today is hereby adjourned. Thank you.